Today, I've received a fixed penalty notice from the Metropolitan Police relating to an event in Downing Street on the 19th of June 2020. And let me say immediately that I've paid the fine and I once again offer a full apology. And I have to say, in all frankness, at that time, it did not occur to me that this might have been a breach of the rules.
Well, let's cross then to London, talk to our correspondent Benedict Pavio, who joins us from there. Benedict, I note the Daily Mail's headline today, basically saying amid all the fuss over Partygate, don't they know there's a war on, are the big words on the front page. I mean, is the Mail one of the few defending Johnson there?
Yes, I mean, the headlines across all the papers are really bad news, many would say deservedly, for the UK Prime Minister, who has made history by being the first serving Prime Minister to be sanctioned for breaking the law, breaking laws that he himself helped to make. So let's try another headline, shall we? The Daily Mirror with Partygate scandal led by liars and lawbreakers, first PM to break the law in office. And the Mirror, still on its front page, says it describes the number of people in government who've been given fines as, quote, shameful. There are certainly calls for both men's resignations, so that is of the Prime Minister and of his Chancellor of the Exchequer, Minister of Finances, Rishi Sunak. It won't come as a surprise to anyone that all the opposition leaders are calling for those resignations, whether it's the Labour leader, Sir Keir Starmer, who says that this shows that the Conservatives are totally unfit to govern and that Britain deserves better. The Liberal Democrat leader, Sir Ed Davey, also calling for those resignations. The leader of the Scottish National Party in Blackford in the House of Commons also. The First Ministers of Scotland and of Wales also calling for that. Now, as for the Labour leader, the Liberal Democrat leader and the Scottish National Party leaders, they're also calling for a recall of Parliament because Parliament is on its Easter break.
Benedict, far from the end of this as well, is it? I mean, there's more, potentially anyway, bad news to come for Boris Johnson.
Not out of the danger zone. He can survive for now. Parliament isn't sitting. But as you say, the Prime Minister himself could get further fines. And what will be the consequences of that? Also, we still await, remember that Sue Gray top civil servant report that was mostly redacted because it was waiting for the end of the police inquiry. We're not there yet. The Met Police has handed out already 50 fines, but there are more to come. Also, what does this say about the leadership of the Conservative Party, of the government, of the civil service? And also MPs in the lead up to the May elections and before they come back to Parliament are going to be talking to their constituents, and they will get a feel for how angry and what consequences and what is being said on the doorstep. So the war in Ukraine that has overshadowed the last 2 months here and in other countries, certainly in other democracies, has been, of course, occupying this British government a lot. Boris Johnson is seen as having had so far, quote, a good war. But this doesn't take away from the seriousness of these not only allegations, but now proof that lawmakers have been lawbreakers right in Downing Street. And so he is not out of the danger zone, either the Prime Minister, even if he is for shortly, for now. We don't know what the full-term consequences will be of this. But for now, it seems like he's safe. Expect probably when Parliament does sit again next Tuesday, a statement, a formal statement from the Prime Minister and Rishi Sunak. We will see. It continues.
Benedict, thanks very much. Benedict Pavio, our correspondent, joining us there from London.